What's up? Black men have the power to improve and change their culture and stop the lies of the media. And when I mean media, I mean news, social media, just the internet. Now, when we get into stereotyping of black men, we get into what we think the black culture is of today's to of today, and we start to really look at everything, how much of our culture and the stereotyping of our culture comes from us. I would say when you look at social media, you have other white people reinforcing this idea that we're ghetto, dumb, we're not smart, we're, X, Y, and Z. And you have to look at as well, look at who owns a lot of these where you see a lot of these black TV shows and these black things with as far as TV shows and movies and stuff like that, who owns a lot of this stuff? Is it a black person or is it somebody else? Right? And I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist or X, Y, and Z, but we really have to start weaving out what the culture is, and we have to start condemning the people who are hurting the culture, who are really hurting black people, because every time I look at a lot of black men and I see this black man shot up, this neighborhood, or he shot this other black man and he's going to jail, that really it makes me feel some type of way a lot of the times, just because we're feeding into it. We're feeding into, okay, we're dumb, we're violent, and we're always going to be in a lower place when we are what they say we are, right? And I just want to be a man who doesn't care about what people thinks. And we need more men who don't care about what people think to come together to start building, I would say, a productive culture, a productive community. We don't have enough masculine men, because a lot of the times, I'm not sitting here saying I'm the most masculine man, but I would say that a lot of the times you see these men that come to power, a lot of the times when it comes to politics or when it comes into black people, it's always the more feminine man, And the reason I bring this up right here is because when we look at culture, a lot of times they want to feminize the black man. They want to feminize the black man, right? And I used to have conversations about this with my brother, but there is an attack to make a black man feminine, to make a black man homosexual, to make a black man out of his um out of who he's supposed to be. It's an agenda to make a black man weaker and feminine and emasculated, right? We have to go against that, right? And so when we look at, a lot of times we have a lot of leaders that come up, a lot of people who want to speak for black people, right? And a lot of times it takes us right in the wrong direction, because he may be a black man, he may have a black face, right? But where is he taking you towards? Being a stronger black person, or is he taking you towards being a weaker black person, right? And that's one reason too. We need more masculine men to be in leadership, um, and to be the leaders of the black community. A lot of the times they want to, we live in this new day and age where it's Black Lives Matter and LGBTQ whatever, and it's all starting to get mixed in. And the masculine man, is almost disappeared from that. Like, he's probably not even in that, right? So we really have to look at who we want to be the leaders of the community. And we look at the best leaders of the black community was always, male masculine men, right? And that's something I strive to be. Those are guys that those are people I look up to, right? And I just understand that there is an agenda to make a man weaker, and to shift the culture around where the man isn't the man anymore and the woman isn't the woman anymore, right? And that goes into something deeper when you look at politics. And that's one reason why I'm not a guy where I'm not particularly like a Democrat or Republican. I'm for black people, and I'm for, I would say, uh, a patriarch where the man is the leader. I would say I'm for that, but I'm not on either side. And we really have to understand that we have the power to change our culture, but there's people above us who aren't really above us, but there's people who are around us who want to lie to us, who want to make us weak, who want to make us be be what they say we are, right? And the problem is not to, I mean, the solution is not to focus on the person that is trying to come at you, but the focus should be to build a protective community and just be able to protect it, whoever come to try to attack it, right? And the culture thing is very, very, very important, just because this is what a lot of the younger kids will see, and they'll try to imitate this, right? There's a big cultural thing where when these young black men see these thugs and these gangsters, after a while they want to be like a thug and a gangster, right? Because it seems cool, it seems like the girls like it seems like it's something that makes me be more of a man, when really we have to switch that out, stop promoting that, condemn that, and we have to put more stuff where the kids see a strong black man, where he's taking care of everything, he has a good character, right? He helps his community. He has, he treats a woman the right way. And we need to have more men seeing that, looking up at that. And then after they get older, when they get older, they want to be that, right? But we don't live in that day and age where they want to portray a black man in that light, right? But remember, the white man is not God. The Asian man is not God. The people who try to oppress you, they they're no stronger than you are. They're no smarter than you are, right? So that's one thing we have to start understanding, is that we have the power to change everything, but it takes focus, it takes discipline, it takes strong black masculine men who can control their sexual energy, they can control how they feel, they do what's right for them even when they don't want to do it, right? So it takes that individual discipline first, and then coupling that with everybody else, and putting that into something bigger, and then moving in the right direction. So that's pretty much all I got to say about that. Peace.